Today we're talking about my top 3 tools of the week, and this is going to be episode 2, so stick around and check this one out. So this week I worked on a bunch of rusty stuff and did a bunch of suspension work and rusty brakes and rusty ball joints and had a lot of fun. So these tools are inspired by rust. So let's get right into it. I'll start here with the Milwaukee 1/2 inch high torque. You know, I've done videos on this before and I think it's worthy of another mention in a video. This tool helped me out a ton this week, saved me a bunch of time, saved me a bunch of headache. It'll break just about anything loose you want it to, and it'll keep going non-stop. I run the 5.0 batteries on it. I didn't replace the battery once. I'll throw a video up right now. I put it up on my Instagram stories. I broke a axle nut loose with the battery on 1 bar. So, I mean, even with a dead battery, this thing just keeps going and going and going. This is definitely one worth checking out. Best cordless impact 1/2 inch drive out there on the market, hands down. You know, I'm sure plenty of people will disagree with me, but I've used a lot of them, and I've put this one through the test. So I've got other videos on it. If you want to hear more about it, check those out. Next tool is the Wilton Bash 6-pound head, 16-inch handle, I believe. Part number right here is 1016. This is the unbreakable bash hammer by Wilton, and this is my favorite hammer by far, and I have a lot of hammers. If this thing won't bust it out of there, then you're pretty much out of luck. I tend to go for the biggest and baddest first, so this is normally my first go-to when I'm beating something rusty out. I have beat the living crap out of this hammer, and it just keeps going with nothing standing in its way. So these are warranted for life, claimed to be unbreakable, and I would agree with them. And then the next tool, it goes hand in hand with this, and that is the hub shocker. If you have one of these hub shockers, you need one of these hammers. I would buy this one, the 6-pound head. And this hammer is linked to my Amazon store, so the exact one I have is in there, so you can check it out. The hub shocker, as you can see, I've used this a little bit. And yeah, I know I strike on the other side too, but sometimes you just have to make do. But I have literally beat the crap out of this. I've had to grind it down on a few spots where it's got so smashed up, but I mean, it's held up great. And this is the Matco one, but there's other ones. These are just the nuts to mount it to the hub, but comes in a nice little case. I just leave them in there. But like I said, I bought this off the Matco truck. There's plenty of other places to buy it, and like this hammer, it's also linked to my Amazon store, so you can check that out there. But how this works is you mount it up onto the hub like that, and then you basically just hit it with a hammer there to bust the hub loose. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I just use an air hammer to bust the hub out. I just use this, I just use that. Well, you must not live in a rusty area, because there's been hubs where if I wouldn't have had this, I honestly don't know what I would have done. You know, some of the rear hubs that you cannot get to, especially if it's all-wheel drive and has an axle going through it, and there's just nowhere to hit on the hub because parking brake's in the way, this, that, and the other. If you live in a rusty area, buy this tool. This is one of my favorite tools in my toolbox. I mean, it's a really simple tool, it's really heavy duty, and it's gonna last, you know, forever. If I ever somehow manage to break this tool, I will buy another one that day. That's a quick look of some of the top tools of this week that, you know, helped me out. help make me some money, and that I would highly recommend anyone else buying that works on cars professionally. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, I really appreciate you guys all watching. Have a great day.